Hello, welcome to Antrim Outdoors. We're going to start off filming. We're going to try to capture a whole season of our common loons. I've been working with the loons for about 15 years now with artificial floating nesting platforms, so we're going to try to document a whole season. It is May 1st today, and we're going to go out and set these platforms on intermediate. We've got 4 loons out here right now kind of dancing around. They're anxiously awaiting their nests, so we're going to get their platforms all set up and ready for them, and hopefully they'll have a successful year. Hope you follow along and enjoy the video. All right, we're going to set our number 2 platform. We've already set one down at the south end. Grab our anchors. And then we'll grab some straw. What we're trying to do is just use the straw and make a little nest for them, and then they'll climb on it, investigate it, and then make adjustments to what they like, and we'll get her done and show you what it looks like. Alright, just got done. We've got it all the straw laid out on it. We just kind of put a little bowl in it, so they'll climb up on here and lay their eggs right here in the middle. They'll make some adjustments to it, but this floating platform helps us because of our rising and lowering lake levels due to rain, and seeing how we're controlled by dams. We have a lot of problems with the water going up and down, and when they find a place to nest, it might be low water, and after they nest, their eggs might get washed out due to high water, lots of rain, or high wave action. But these floating platforms have greatly increased our nest success. We had 1 nesting pair when I first started this 15 years ago. Now we have 3 just here on intermediate, and we use these all over Antrim County through the chain of lakes, and we've had great success with them. We have seen, I believe, 5 loons out here so far, just putting these 2 platforms out, and hopefully here in the next couple weeks they'll be climbing on. So we're going to keep you posted, and we're going to film the whole season. All right, May 1st, we put the platforms out, and today we have 2 nesting loons. One is on a platform, the other one is on a natural island, so it's time to put the buoys in. So as you see, we put the buoys in to help keep boats and curious kayakers from getting too close. They can only lay 2 eggs, one day, and then they'll lay the next one the next day. They'll hatch within an hour or 2 of each other. They're fairly large egg. They're brown with some black spots on them, but you really want to stay away from them. They're tremolo that most people identify a loon with is actually, it sounds like laughter, but it's actually a distress warning call. So when you hear that, it means you're too close. So just give them some respect and keep your distance and enjoy them from a distance. And if you stay quiet and low enough, maybe they'll come a little bit closer to you so you can enjoy them. She just got off the nest to do a little swimming and a little cleaning and maybe a little fishing. And they'll change nests every few hours. They'll put out a call and their mate will hear them and fly in, and they'll switch spots and the other one will go relax and feed, and they'll just keep doing that until their eggs hatch. Hello, this is Antrim Outdoors. We're doing a loon check. We're checking to see how the nesting birds are doing. This bird here at the far north nest has been here for 3 weeks now, I believe. She's been nesting. So we're just going around checking all the nests and making sure they're doing well and keeping track of time. The eggs will be hatching here in another 2 weeks probably. But as you can see, the far north nest is doing fine and looking good. After such a harsh winter, and now that it's calming down, we haven't had too bad of winds this spring. It should make it a little bit easier on the loons, but we're still watching them, and we'll see how it goes. We're going to go check the north nest now, so we'll see you in a minute. All right, we're at the south nest here. Everything still looks good. She's been on nest for a few weeks, same time as far north. Looks like everything is going good. Nest is looking good. So we'll continue watching her. Eggs will be hatching here in another couple of weeks. She's hunkered down here because we've got a bass boat cruising by. They'll lay low, act like they're hiding. So it looks like everything is good here. So we're gonna go check. Looked like there was a bird that finally got on the north nest just in the last week or so. So we're gonna go check on her now. All right, we're at the north nest. She just got on in the last week. There's been a territorial dispute over this nest, and they've changed females. So they just got on in the last week, like I said. With all the loons coming back, that's one of the things we're going to run into. The more loons we have, they're going to start fighting for territory and looking for nesting spots. But all 3 of our nests are occupied and doing well. So we'll see how this nesting period goes, and we'll find out in a couple more weeks. Alright, here's the South Loon and her 1 chick. So we're going to leave her and we're going to go check on their nesting platform. They had 1 egg that didn't hatch. We're going to go over here and see if the egg is still on the nest. We don't know why she got off the nest or why the egg didn't hatch, but we're going to go see if it's still there. Don't know why it didn't hatch, just one of those mysteries, I guess, but we're going to go over and check it out, see if there's any damage done to it, or see if we can put the pieces to the puzzle. The nest held up really good this year. We didn't have much wind for tearing them apart or taking the nesting materials off, but the grasses came out good. There's the 1 egg. Don't see any real damage. But we've got 1 chick. They can only lay 2 eggs, so we'll take 1 out of 2. This is one of the adult loons that got booted off of the north nest this spring. So they're going to be searching for new territory for next year.
Which one do you want?
002.
002?
Yellow.
Yeah, okay. Pull that leg back. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. This is north.
Far north.
Yeah, you can just pull that right up like you're weighing me too. What was the other one? Weight on that?
3425.
3.4? 3.4. I'm gonna say this one's 3,000. Oh, way off. What do you say? What do you want to call that?
2650.
25, 26. It's almost closer to 75, right? The split
Yeah.
between? So 25, 26, 26.75. That's a big difference. That's my little brother likes saying that.
August 1st. These are the birds from the far north nest. They just had one chick. So here we have one of the adults and the chick feeding. As you can see, they're doing fine, just even after banding a week and a half ago. These birds are doing fine. It doesn't affect them at all. All right, we're gonna go try to find the other birds. All right, we've located the north nest birds. And they all seem to be doing fine after banding. It's August 1st. These chicks are the youngest of all the chicks on intermediate. These are only about 4 to 5 weeks old. The far north and the south are about 7 to 8 weeks old. At this age, the chicks aren't really diving like their parents. So it's kind of comical watching them as their parents dive. They stick their heads underwater to watch, see what they're doing. All right, well, we know these birds are doing okay, so we'll go check the south nest. The south nest chick does not like having this picture taken. I think there's a little bit of a territorial dispute going on, so they got the chick over here hiding out. We counted 3 adults down here in the south end. So I think they were just trying to protect it, keep it off to the side. It's doing a good job of hiding. So we'll go check the adults out, see what's going on over there. All right, it's September 7th. We're out picking up the loon platforms and buoys, getting everything cleaned up from the summer. We've had a good hatch. They've turned out pretty good. A good banding year. Everybody did real well with the banding and the blood draws and everything. Get everything cleaned up for next year. Just wanted to show you and show everybody what goes in to help the loons in our county for their nesting, and also to inform people on what we're doing and why. There's a lot of work that people volunteer to do this, and we've proven that it works. So to help educate people by showing you all that we do will maybe hopefully give you guys some extra respect for what we do and for the birds. I believe if it wasn't for the Loon Network and the nesting programs that we have, our loon populations would not be where they're at today. I myself started working with the loons about 15, 16 years ago. We started off just jumping into it, and I found a nest that was washed out and decided to do something about it and come up with a design for a floating platform, and it worked. So I just started putting out more and more, getting people involved, getting schools involved. We did a project with the Central Lake School where we built platforms, and I also took them out to show them their platforms being used and why we do it. With the banding, we learned so much. We do a federal ID band just in case it's found in other states where they will migrate in winter. And then also we do a visual ID band, which is a color band. So that way we can go out on the lake and just look at them with binoculars, spotting scopes, and see if we can see the colors, and then we know what bird it is, where it came from, when it was banded, and so on and so forth. And then with the blood draws, we get information of sex, how their health is, mercury levels, and then we create a baseline to go on with that bird in the future, so we can see if it's picking up any chemicals or any bad stuff in other areas. And then we also did a geotag on a few of our birds that took sunset and sunrise every day, and then it would create a longitude and latitude by using the sunset and sunrise. And then also it recorded maximum depth. And that way we have to put that on, and then 6 months later the battery would run out. It's only about the size of a pencil eraser. We would recapture it the next year and then take the data off of that. Most of our birds are going down to the Gulf of Mexico and wintering down there. And that's where what comes next now is, with most of our birds gone, we'll start watching for stranded loons throughout the winter. We did a rescue over in Mansalona. Loons with these cold winters, there's always open water, but lately all of our lakes have been freezing, so they've been landing on wet roads which look like water. We did one in Mansalona, and then also we did one on M88 by the Bel Air Golf Course. And then we just recently did a rescue of a loon in distress in Elk Rapids that looked ill. We went down and captured that, and we have found that with x-rays it looks like it has a lead sinker in its gizzard, so we're pretty sure it died of lead poisoning. So if you use lead sinkers or lead lures, please take care of them and dispose of them properly. Just keep that in mind. It was an eye-opener to see the cause and the effect of lead on this bird. It was a definite eye-opener for myself. So it's working and it's enjoyable. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully it was informational.